Hi everyone, my name's Lily and I'm the book reviewer behind Utopia State of Mind, and I'm going to share with you today the special editions I wish I owned. So, first of all, let me just talk about special editions I wish I owned and could technically buy right now. And I'll explain to you why I haven't. So, the first one is Catabasis by The Broken Binding. I will also leave pictures, obviously, for all of these today. Look, I really, really love this edition. Like, it haunts me how much I love this edition. I saw it go up in early access. It's still in stock as of when I filmed this. I saw it go up in early access, and I just thought, okay, at that point, I'd already read Catabasis. I had already known that I was going to get the Illumicrate, the Fairy Loot one, and the normal kind of deluxe one. Yeah, normal deluxe one. So basically, I was super happy that I had a red, a green, and a white-ish one. And I already knew that I was sort of probably going to get the Waterstones one. I ended up definitely getting the Waterstones one because they had these pre-order incentives, or not pre-order incentives, but these incentives on like the release day that you could go. And the lovely Katrina, I will leave Katrina's links down below, went and got me a bag, which I love and I use all the time. But so I already have four of them. And okay, Babel, Holy Grail, like Babel 100%. Catabasis, and I'll leave my review down below, it just wasn't as high for me. I'm not saying that I hated it, it just wasn't as high for me. So I just wasn't sure if I really wanted to get another edition that from the cover seemed a lot like kind of the normal edition. So then I was thinking, okay, if I got this edition, I'd really want to take the dust jacket off and show the dust jacket naked hardcover and the edges because they're just so gorgeous. And so I was thinking, can I really honestly justify that? And that's why it's still not bought to this day, because I just don't know if I can. I made a kind of hard and fast rule that if I had already read a book, I wouldn't put it on my shelf unless it was 5 stars. And I already kind of made an exception for my first 3/4 editions of Catabasis. So I was kind of like, at this point, I've already gone in quite a lot past what I said I wouldn't do. But at the same time, should I do that even more? Like, I just angel and devil upon my shoulders. But basically, I haven't gotten this one, but I really love it. And you know what it's going to be? It's going to be that as soon as it goes out of stock, then I'm going to be like, oh, I wish I'd gotten it. But anyway, that's one of them. The second one that is still purchasable is the Poppy War Illumicrate series. I haven't gotten this for a variety of reasons. And I will lay it down to you. When this went on pre-order sale, I was really thinking about it, but I kind of liked the Lit Joy editions more. I love various elements from both of these sets a lot. First of all, Illumicrate did a very, very OG way back when version of the Poppy War. I think those are pretty, but those are not necessarily the ones I want to add. Like, I have the collector's editions, which I really love, and that was my thing at that point. I loved the Poppy War collector's editions. I think they're so gorgeous. I love the art. The edges are really nice. They just feel really luxe. Like, I really liked them already, and I've gotten them signed already. So I was kind of like, should I? But at that time, I was kind of like, well, if I could get one of the two, I'd probably get the Lit Joy ones because I really liked the map and the map edges. The map stenciled edges. But I've been seeing them more and more around, and I don't like the covers as much. And so I was kind of like, does it really make sense to get a set where I don't love the covers as much, but I love the edges? And then I was looking again at the Illumicrate one yesterday, and I was kind of like, well, actually, I do really love those edges, and I love the way that it's continued the white and red and white and blue and white and purple kind of theme to it. I love that. I love how intricate the artwork is. I also liked the box set outside. So honestly, of both of these two, I'm more likely to end this video and then, if anything, get the Illumicrate ones because I'm really coming around to that. And the map ones are nice. The map ones are cool. I don't have anything at all like the map ones, but I just don't know if I can justify getting a book for just the edges. Which kind of reminds me of the Catabasis Broken Binding one. But anyway, those are the only two where I'm kind of, it could be very attainable for me to do it. I just haven't, and I wanted to give you the actual reasons why I haven't done that. So now let me just go on to the three that I don't have that I can't get. So while we're still on the R.F. Kuang thing, Locked Library Babel. This has been on my in search of or my ISO list forever. Honestly, I love it so much. It's one of my favorite Babel editions. And I just want to say that I made this list and this filming list or plan months ago. And I had already kind of thought about this months ago. But in the meantime, a friend of mine found a very, very good deal for one of these. And I actually have this one now. So I don't want to talk too much about it because it was seriously like the last Babel edition I ever needed in this world. I wanted it so badly. And yes, I have seen the collector's editions that are coming out. But now my Babel collection is basically complete. I was thinking a little bit of the German paperback one has some really nice kind of gilded gold. They're not gilded, sorry. Golden, yellowy edges ones. But I honestly, I cannot be buying foreign edition of books. Like that's just a hard, fast and rule for me. And so that was a no. And then what other ones was I thinking? But that was the only other one that I was kind of like, meh. But no, the Babel Locked Library one I have now. And so my collection and also, I guess, my Babel life is complete. So I don't want to talk too much about that one because I actually have it, even though I was searching for it forever because those edges are stunning. I love them so much. So the only two are the Rivers of Cadence duology. So this is a River Enchanted and I don't remember, but the OG ones. So I know that Illumicrate is doing a reissue of them, and there's something about those covers that I'm not sure about. I don't know if it's the empty space and the fact that I can't really read the titles really well, and I know they're just digital mock-ups, but I really loved the old ones. I thought they were really fun. They were iconic in the sense that there were icons on them of harps and everything. There weren't always character art because character art at that time wasn't kind of like at its premier height as it is now. And I really liked those. I thought they were really, really gorgeous. The second one wasn't as gorgeous, I feel like, as the first one, but they had a good color scheme too. They have like red and blue and yellow, and it was really nice, and I liked them. But they are so heavily sought after now, and yeah, I was kind of waiting because I knew that Illumicrate was going to redo them, and I was thinking that I would love those ones so much more. But I love the OG ones. I love the character art, but I don't know. If you think, let me know down below what you think about them as well. But yeah, there's just something about the layout of the cover and the layout of the art on the cover, which I just don't. There's something about it. There's just something about it that I'm not quite sure about. And then the final one that we have is the Fairyloot Silver Cloak. I cannot believe I slept on this one. Like, I literally, almost literally slept on it. I was there for the exclusive one, but I had something else going on at the time, and I was kind of like, well, I'll just get it later when it comes to the shop. No, it never came to the shop because it sold out in pre-sale, like in the early pre-sale, and I don't know why I thought that would not happen, and I don't know why I didn't, this one is the worst FOMO of them all because I could have so easily just been like, no, okay, I'll just stop, I'll like put whatever I'm doing to the side. And I didn't. So this is worse because I guess when I saw it, there were other editions that hadn't been announced yet, and I was kind of like, this is really nice. I like it a lot, but I just don't know yet if it will be my favorite one. And then later, other editions did come out, and it's still my favorite one. I didn't like the kind of photorealistic cloak that you see on the Waterstones one, and on the normal US edition, it just seemed really weird that person is kind of like, kind of mid-motion and blue too. That is since then the one that I've gotten. But yeah, I liked the US cover better than the UK one, but I still wasn't totally sold on it. And the design of the first of the Fairyloot one, where kind of like the cloak has all of these other images, it's very purple. I didn't know why. At that time I was kind of like, I cannot have any more purple books, but it's still my favorite one. And Yeah, I think at that time I was kind of contemplating getting the Dreamer Whale version of it. But then I finally saw it and I didn't love the cover art as much because I have kind of oscillated between how I feel about character art on the cover, and at various points in my life I'm kind of like up or down based on it, and I don't love that style a lot. To be fair, I don't necessarily, I can't think of like very many covers where I'm kind of like, yes, this cover character art is good. I mean, I understand why it's there for like cozy romances and romances in general, but for fantasies, I'm really hard pressed to think of a cover art which okay, I did just think of one. The Final Strife. Those ones are gorgeous, but I think those ones are more gorgeous to me because the character is at the forefront of it. It's not kind of like a cover with a figure on it. I don't mind if the figure is the main deal, but to have a cover and you know what I mean, right? I don't need I feel like if I keep explaining it, I'll just get further and further from what I mean, but I feel like if you've seen the Final Strife cover, which I will put up here, you know what I'm talking about in terms of the prominence of the main character figure. So, I don't know. I didn't do it, and so I really regret it. And honestly, I don't know how I'll ever get this one. I don't know. So many people really wanted this one. Maybe I think the only way I'd get it is if Fairy Loot ever decided to do a reprint of it, but honestly, I doubt they will. So maybe if I ever get something that's really cool or something that on my shelves I don't want anymore and can kind of like give, as a trade, maybe I have been wanting to kind of downsize my special editions of books just because I've been really kind of thinking about the place I have on my shelves. My shelves are not getting larger, they're not growing overnight, and so shelf space is valuable. And I just didn't know for some of these. Like, I am thinking about downsizing my Rebecca Ross. I have a lot of Rebecca Ross, and specifically a lot of Divine Rivals copies. So I was thinking about doing that. I really should read Ruthless Vows though before I really kind of commit to that one. So that's why I have been holding off. But yeah. But anyway, so those were some special editions that I wish I owned. There aren't like a ton of them, but those were the ones where kind of I do think about them, and I do kind of think about putting them on trade lists. Also, of course, not even special editions, but I'm missing one Illumicrate book pot, and it is the black one that's like Celestial Somethings, or is it the black one? It is the black one, but I don't remember what it says. I'm missing that one, and honestly, I will never find that one because the prices for those are really high, and also I've never even seen a listing where I would even be tempted to get it. So those are kind of all the things that I'm in search of, passively and actively, and also dream pipeline. This is never gonna happen. Or is it? It's not pipeline. Pipe dream. Pipe dream, but like, what is the etymology of that? Who knows? Anyway, I thought it would be interesting. Let me know down below what some of your books are that are your kind of like holy grail things you're in search of. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I will update anyone if I can ever find any of these things on my list. And I hope you have a really great rest of your reading day, week, month, and rest of your year. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.